got that day. Fuck it. You know when you had that year that sucks? Or maybe that job that sucks? Or that relationship that fucking sucks? This was a song written so people like us can come together and we can tell ourselves that everything's gonna be okay and everyone else can fuck off, and we're gonna sing this, we're gonna celebrate a new tomorrow.
Right, knowing there are
You don't need that water. You're so good at the bass guitar, you're fully hydrated at all times. Fuck that water. Elon, you're shredding those skins. You don't even need to hit the drums. Your heart is pounding so hard, we play to that. David James, you're so handsome. You can just stand there and your energy fuels me, man. Your handsome energy fuels me. I get the gnarliest erections because of him. It's so gnarly. Okay. What are you yelling at me for? And what the fuck are you guys staring at? We're staring at you. Fuck you. We're staring at you guys. Like, what are you guys all about? What show are you gonna perform? You guys wanna know a secret? You guys wanna know a fucking crazy super secret from the government? Should I tell them?
It's so early in the show if you want to get into that, but yeah, let's do it.
Do you think they have the ability to digest the information?
Yeah, these are like desert-dwelling heat folks.
They can handle anything.
Yeah.
You guys are like iguanas. I have nothing, I don't know why, I just are.
Just period.
Wait, what'd you say?
Just like after that sentence, a period.
I thought you said something about a cycle.
No, just
okay.
punctuation.
Copy that.
Yep.
I thought he said something different.
Nope.
Okay, this is the secret. Shut the fuck up and let me teach you shit. Okay. About 2 weeks ago, we were doing shit that's normal that a rock band does. We come up here and we slay the city like a dragon. But then, like 10 black Suburbans come up to the show and all these dudes jump. You guys remember this shit. They come out with suits. Remember the guns and stuff?
I tried to hold them off with my telepathy, but...
And it didn't work. And then they came up to us. They put a gun to all of our heads and they said, do you know what you're fucking doing? And we said, we do not. And they said, well, let us tell you. They said that this song that we're about to play is so fucking gnarly that there's fucking super secret frequencies that come out of our instruments and they literally go through the vagina to the ovaries and they vibrate the fallopian tube in such a way that it's scaring the US government. And we said, look, we shut the fuck up, I'm talking to you, grow up. And I said to them, I said, look guy, we will not hold back with the song that we play. And if the fallopian tubes must be vibrated, we shall vibrate them. And they said, okay, do what you must. And this is the song, it goes like this. Like you're alone. I gave you some shit, Matthew. I gave you a little bit of shit about hydrating.
Yeah.
I just think that that's what I need to do at this moment because shut up.
Wait.
Hold on a second. I'm talking to my band. Shut the fuck up. I think I need to hydrate just for a quick second.
But I threw my water bottle away.
You were so in the moment. You were so in the moment, you threw it.
Who's
at
got my
some
water
guy.
bottle?
You know, I heard you say, fuck you, drink my water. That's what I heard you say.
All right. You didn't have any yet? Okay, you should, because I did take one sip, so.
What if you threw a White Claw?
I don't know where I've been, so.
What if you got so angry because you were rapping so hard, you opened a White Claw, it goes rawr, like growl, and then you threw it at some guy. Drink the
I
fuck.
wouldn't want to open a White Claw because I'd break a nail.
Don't make fun of me because there's 2 White Claws over here and I'm not gonna drink them.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at them. Don't judge me. I'm trying to keep my fucking slim figure. Do you guys wanna hear a song? Then log into Spotify and fucking listen to one. What do you think? What are we? Your fucking slaves? Okay, we are your slaves. We're gonna play you a song. It goes like this. That feeling that you get when the disc is corrupt. story. This is the part of the set where you learn something. So, a few years ago, try and fix my fucking hearing. It's like I get all this loud noise and then it fucking tightens up and I gotta pop my ears. It's loud up here. Okay. A few years ago, when Mr. Alon Rubin joined the band, we started writing a record called The Dreamwalker. Now, okay. So what happened was, the first song that we started writing together, I was in a really weird spot. And the reason I was in a weird spot was because my dad just got diagnosed with cancer. So I was like in the studio trying to think of what to write. So the first song, normally you write like a verse, chorus. I was like, well, what if we did it a little bit different? What if we wrote all these words and the chorus like only hits at the end? So I'm in there writing the first part of the song, but I was in a super sad place. I was cynical. Normally when I write an Angels&Airwaves song, I'm like, what is like the best shit I can say that pulls us together and lifts us up, because we all have such a hard life. Because shit's really hard. And I was having a hard time doing that because I remember I was in this little hospital room, and it was the doctor, it was my dad, and it was me. And the doctor was like, we're gonna hit your cancer hard. We're gonna attack. We're gonna give you this chemotherapy. And we're gonna give it this chemotherapy. And we're gonna go with all of this like might and vigor. And I was like sitting there kind of going, what is he saying? My dad stops the doctor. And he goes, what are you really saying, doc? Like, what do you really mean? And the doctor like took a breath and he goes, you have 18 months to live. Now I'm sitting in this room with my dad, and the doctor looked right at him and says, you're gonna die in a few months. So in my body, like my stomach dropped. You know when you go on like an elevator and it goes down really fast and your whole fucking stomach like drops? And you go, oh shit. Or you're like on an airplane, you hit turbulence, you go, fuck. Oh my God, I had that, but like my vision, it like went blurry. And I remember sitting there going, this is not happening. Like, I didn't expect that. I kind of expected that they would say something that would like save them. But he was saying, we're gonna do all these things, but no matter what we do, you're gonna die. Now, if you haven't lost somebody in your family or something, you're gonna. And if you have, you and I have been through the same shit. So I was like sitting here like going back from that meeting like at the hospital to the studio. And I'm like, how do I write something that feels good and lifts us up? It was like impossible, so I was cynical. Now I stay up really late and I read shit and I learn shit, and I try my hardest to like bring you guys and people that follow what I do things that are gonna make you think a little bit differently. But on this, I don't know what happens when we die. I don't know if it's great on the other side. A lot of us grew up in religion and they teach you this shit, but you're in the religion that you were born into, you know? Like my parents are into this shit, so I believe it, whatever. At this point, I was like, I don't really know. So, my dad did not last 18 months like the doctor said he would. My dad lasted somewhere around 6 months. And on the night that he died, I remember I was sitting at this house and like, he was in this bed, and they were giving him morphine because the pain was insane, you know? Like, he had all these different types of cancer. They didn't even know what fucking cancer it was. And I was exhausted, like I was like emotionally exhausted, so I go home and I fall asleep, take a nap. At 3 in the morning, true story, 3 in the morning, I wake up and I have like all the hair on my arms and my neck standing up, all these goosebumps. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? I felt like 1,000,000 volts of electricity was racing through my body. I also remember that there was a light, like these lights over here, so fucking bright in the room. So I remember, I swear to God, I put my hand up and I was like, what the fuck is, there's a light in there. I didn't understand what was going on. It felt so good, but it felt like supernatural. And I put my hand up, and then right at that second, my phone on my fucking nightstand, it buzzes. So I look over at my phone, and on the screen, it was the nurse. And she goes, your dad just passed. So I grab the phone and I call my sister. My sister Carrie answers the phone. And I go, Carrie, and I was like, she was fucking up at 3 a.m. Oh, what are you doing? She goes, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I feel. I feel something's weird. She's like, I feel like there's electricity in my body. I feel good. I feel warm. And she stopped and she goes, I'll never forget this. She goes, I feel like there's this big hug. Or she makes me cry. I get emotional. But she goes, I feel like this big hug. And then I was like, Dad just died. And his fucking soul went straight through me, and it went straight through you, and that's what you're feeling. I got in my truck and I raced over to the house, and there were people crying, like his wife and other family members. And they're all, Tom, do you want to go see your father? And I said, fuck you, that's just a body. He's gone. And I felt him. And I knew exactly what I felt, because when my grandmother, when his mom died, it was 4 p.m, and I felt the same shit, but it wasn't as strong. But when she died, I woke up from the same fucking night. It was so weird. I feel like everything is planned, you know, like you have these things happen so you can tell people. I feel like this happened. And I woke up, but it wasn't as strong. It was like 20% as strong. So I knew the fucking feeling, and my dad called me and he's like, your grandmother just died, and he's crying and shit. So I knew the feeling. So I went to the funeral. Had a couple hundred people sitting here. Everyone's crying. And again, I was like, fuck off, you guys don't understand that there's something great and there's something fucking beautiful on their side. And I felt it for like 2 seconds, you know? And people don't know, because you have friends that have felt shit like this, or you guys have friends that have seen something, and we call it supernatural, it's paranormal. But I am telling you, from the bottom of my heart, as a normal dude, grew up a skateboarder and a punk rock band, I am telling you, believe me, that this shit is real. And I feel like it happened to me, so I can share it with you. So you know what I did? You guys remember that song? That fucking song when Alon joined the band? The first song on the album, The Dreamwalker? It's not the first song on that album, it was the first song that we wrote. And I was cynical. I was like, I don't believe in this, I don't believe in this, I don't necessarily feel this. Well, I grabbed that fucking song, and you can bet your dick that I had a chorus for it. My entire perception, my entire point of view changed. And I wrote the end of that song. And so, we're gonna play that song for you right now. I want you to know one thing. Normally, with some type of, actually I don't even know normal, I don't know any band that would stop a show to talk about something like this. It's like I'm Tony Robbins or some shit. I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to tell you, try and tell you one thing, that we're all the same. Like, you feel like an individual, and you feel like you're alone, and you feel like you don't totally fit in, no matter how many friends you have, no matter how many jobs you carry, it doesn't fucking matter. We're all on this journey together, and we all feel like shit. You know, you don't really fit in at work, or you don't have the best job, or like you don't really fit in with your relationship, whatever. I'm just here to tell you that it's all gonna be okay. And there's something beautiful and amazing waiting for us. And I want you to remember that. And rather than dedicate this song to my dad, I'm gonna dedicate this song to you guys, so you feel something and you understand the journey I went through, and you take it into your own heart and you carry it forward. This song is called Tunnels, and it goes like this. we have an issue. It's not a big issue. It's not a huge issue, but it is an issue.
Well, sort it out.
You're always a positive dude.
Oh.
I don't want to lay this on you and ruin your gig, ruin the positive vibes that you got.
It sounds like that's what you're about to do.
I'm not going to cut down the vibe that you're projecting.
Okay.
But you do need to know what's going on. There's a whole bunch of dudes here that you can tell they grew up with the punk rock.
The guy's pointing to himself. Yes.
Okay? Punk rock
Horns are going up.
And we're a progressive punk rock band, so they came, but guess what they did? They brought a girl with them because they're like, come on, baby, this is progressive punk rock, you might like it.
Okay, so some of the men people brought women people with them, but certainly some women people came by themselves.
I think a few of the women came by themselves.
Right?
But this is the deal.
This one's jumping for the ceiling.
This is the problem. In Phoenix, there's some super, super hot birdies that, just kind of exist in the area.
Birdies means women.
Birdies means women. It's a California thing.
It's actually a Britain thing.
It's a Britain thing, but fuck them. We're California. And this is the thing. What I think we should do, and this is just me riffing, Alon and David, it's just me riffing. I'm just putting myself out there. I'm literally putting my dick on the windowsill. Is that...
Do you know where that... Do you know where that comes from?
Zemeckis. Did you see that? Zemeckis.
No, it's an old pirate thing. It's like an old...
A freaking pirate scholar?
No, this is a real thing. This is a real thing. Check this out. When sailors would get like STIs and stuff, the earliest way to treat them was to put your dick in a windowsill and slam it. And it would.
That sounds like Harvard medicine.
You can look that up. I went to music school, but I heard that somewhere.
The music. Okay, there's Ray. Let's put Ray.
Can we get an encyclopedia?
Put our monitor engineer on the fucking speaker. Ray, I need your take on this. Ray.
I'm not a
Doctor. Just so you know, Phoenix, I'm not a doctor.
But you are from New England.
I am from New England. I don't think Matt's right.
Okay, have you ever heard of anyone putting their dick on the windowsill?
You just said you were doing it.
No, not to cure herpes.
Okay, well.
Definitely not to cure herpes. Not a doctor, not a doctor.
These days it would just chop it off. I mean, old windows were different.
This is interesting because I would bet money no rock band has ever talked about this.
For this long? Ever, no.
For this long? I'll go longer. I don't give a fuck. I'll talk about this for 40 minutes. Fuck you. Right.
Yes.
If you needed to clear Rio, say it's Ghana or Daya,
okay,
would you put your dick on the windowsill?
I would not.
Okay, so where are you hearing this?
I didn't say I would do it. I said old sailors used to do it.
Okay.
And this all was heading towards playing a song for the ladies.
Okay, let's get back to that. Yeah. This is the deal. There's a lot of punk rock dudes that grew up with punk rock and they wanted to bring their chicks. And we were concerned for a minute, not overly concerned, but a little bit, that the girls needed a little something, a little piece of sugar. It's like a little dash of sugar for them. So all the guys, let's just send your women backstage. I need to talk to them for a little bit. Just like a little bit. Okay, here's a song for them. It goes like this. gotta introduce you guys to somebody. I need you to take off your mask. I now need you to let down your hair bun. Ladies and gentlemen, Jesus Christ. You guys just met the Lord. Fucking Lord, guitar techs for Angels and Airwaves. Fucking Jesus, man. Best guitar tech I ever had. It's almost like he knows what I need before I need it. That was stupid. Okay, I'm gonna sing something for you. And the other day I did this. Which one of you fuckers was like,
Well, yeah, it's the song from Top Gun, really. Are you singing in the right key?
No, I did something else.
Yeah.
well, in Top Gun,
It goes.
that song "Take My Breath Away" was happening. When I was a kid, and Tom Cruise, his tongue came out and touched Kelly McGillis, her tongue. And I remember as a kid, I was like, that shit looks fun. I was like, God damn it. I couldn't imagine what it'd be like to touch Tom Cruise's tongue.
Dude, your microphone is on.
Is that on?
Yeah. It's super
That
on. It's
actually made
loud.
me laugh. I thought that was clever. Like, the whole, it's like I'm touching his tongue.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
I have tears. Okay, that literally brought tears to my eyes. The joke was so pure and awesome. Fucking straight from the Lord. Hey, when you guys grow up, you're gonna laugh at that joke, motherfuckers. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Listen. Okay, here we go. Hold on just a second. Okay, we're singing this one. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep, I cannot dream tonight. I need somebody and always. This strange darkness comes creeping on, so haunting every time. And as I stand, I counted. Watching all the spiders catching things and eating their insides, like a decision to call you and hear your voice of treason. Will you come home and stop this pain tonight? Stop this pain tonight. Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. It's like you knew something was wrong before it happened. It's almost like you know all. My electronic pack fell off of my belt. I was doing the rock so hard, and these little things in my ears, they come out with a cord down in this little wireless pack, but it fell off. Like I was singing, and it fucking fell off. But the Lord ran out here. He says, you know what, man? Fucking got you. I got you. I'll fix it. Fucking Jesus, man. It's great. You see that?
Yeah. Do you smell something?
What is that?
I feel like that was the song that all of Phoenix decided to burn one to. It stinks up here.
Are you guys smoking marijuana?
Or something. I don't know what it is.
The only thing I'm concerned about is it shrinks the testes. Apparently, it shrinks your testicles. So what we're offering is we'll measure your testicle size.
Before and after.
You know those little things that they pinch your fat with?
Yep.
You know those rulers that like you bind it and it pinches your fat? We're gonna do that with your testicle, just to measure your testicle size. Oh, I'll take the guitar. None of you laughed at the testicle joke, you fucking weirdos. I think you were all thinking about it. Okay, listen. Normally when a band writes lyrics, they try to be poetic. So if they fell in love, they would say like, a tsunami of love came across this ocean and hit my heart. Whatever the fuck people write in songs. Not this song. I wanted to write something super just like matter of fact, to the point. I got kicked out of high school, but I went to this other high school. I was a skateboarder. I'm always a skateboarder on the inside. And I knew 2 other skateboarders at that school that I went to. And one of the people, his name was Kerry. And Kerry was a dude, and Kerry was a good friend of David and mine. And he came up to me, he's like, you should meet my girlfriend. Now his girlfriend comes up to me and she goes, I hear you're trying to start a punk rock band. And I said, I fucking am. And she goes, you should meet my brother. His name is Mark. He plays bass guitar. So, you might have heard this year that Mark came down with stage 4 cancer. But guess what, shitheads? He fucking beat it. It's gone. It's all gone. So you know what you're gonna do? You know what you're gonna fucking do? You're gonna wake the fuck up and we're gonna celebrate Mark and how his cancer's in remission. And this is the song about starting that punk rock band from a broken family in suburbia and meeting him and starting this fucking crazy life of mine. This song is called Rite of Spring and it goes like this. good person. It's fucking cool to have empathy, to have compassion, to lift your friends up, to lift other people up, make the world a better place and be the change that you want to see in the world. Good night. This song is called Heaven. We'll see you soon.